it, the old lady?
Yeah, it was great, that old tank. It still runs well, and that's what they used to sound like in those days, straight pipes, and they were, you had a field of 20 or 30 cars like that, it was an awesome sound.
A lot of the guys said that when they first, that car first came out, it wasn't the shape of fright of the muck, but it was the noise that really frightened them. That's
Oh yeah, with those pipes up in the air like that, they do make an awesome sound, and the length of the pipes and that sort of thing. It's a great thing, and it's been a pleasure to be involved in it all these years.
Well, it's, I mean, looking at both of those teams, they are really, really very well matched. They're very, very hard to pick. Goodness me, you couldn't have got a harder bunch of guys, really.
No, I guess that's why it's one all the score now, so I'm hoping the tanks will do it, of course, but who knows? They're up against a tough team, particularly Pete Reeves and Dale Ewers from down Nelson there, and even young Dion Mooney, second generation teams racer. Absolutely awesome lineup of the New Zealand selection, I guess you'd almost call it.
Well, we'll see how we go. The cars are lining up at the moment. Now, who around the arena tonight is going to the tanks? Raise your hands. Where are the tanks tonight? Put your hands in the air.
Stand up.
What about the best and the rest? Put your hands in the air. Whoa! I have a funny feeling, number one, that the crowd may be coming down on the best of the rest. Let's find out. Rusty, I'm going to the tanks.
Okay. Here we go. Are they Hogan heroes? So remember, it is the best who have got pole position. So Gary Martin and McGlannigan, well, they're the two best team managers and strategists in the business. They haven't had very long to work with their team. So see how they go. Here we go. It is over 12 laps of 4 FM. 12 from under the bonnet of the SBO Ford that they have delivered. So it is 2-1 World War III that they have delivered the goods down there. So Dale Amos, everything glowing down there as well. So who's going to carry the checker? Scotty Myers. He abandons the tank, and it looks like they're going to do the victory lap. So it's a very impressive trophy that they raced for. And well, like we say, the best, we're only second best tonight. And tactics, well, they just couldn't nail Myers. I guess that was it at the end of the day, that they had a couple of taps, hit his own bandits about as rough as it got. So we just wait and come back, and we know that the stock car race later tonight, they'll all be out again, and they will settle a few dues. So it looks like they are going to take the checker, and Scotty Myers, he just reigns supreme. So the numero uno tank commander, he's going to ride in the turret. So there he is. He came, he saw, he conquered, and did it in great style. The first 300 were on 12 laps, the first 4 on 12 laps, that Scotty Myers hitching the ride with Ross Ashby, and it looks like joining them there is Blair Cunningham. He had a miserable race there, it didn't happen for him, and joining them Jared Wade, of course. So a huge contribution. So those who put their money on the tank commanders, they have delivered. It's something very, very different, Aaron, team racing, and something unique to Palmerston North. You've got to get the tanks together, and it looks like the lead car, walking wounded, the left front tyre has been punctured. Scotty Myers' car coming off with, I think, a pretty serious overheating problem. It was good enough to get him the finish, but that's what it's all about, Aaron.
Oh, mate, that was fantastic. What a great showcase by the tanks. And I tell you now, poor old Blair Cunningham, he didn't even get to finish one lap. He sort of made it round to just out of turn 2 before he was left there. And a great drive, though, from Scotty Myers. He really is the maestro, and we saw that at Auckland. He was commanding them. He knew what they had to do, and like a well-calculated captain, he is sensational.
So there we are. That's the way to go on the victory lap. People will be happy, I think, with that result, because there's anything better than a tank, and there's 2 of them. If all of them out there is just as good as a very, very good reception. And the next on that. Go to super screen again, and here they're going to replay this. This is Scotty Myers here, not this year, it was last year. This is one of the greatest crashes, in-car footage you will ever see. The severity of a crash, and it was with one of the Rotorua cars, and it was just huge. When it all goes over, he just takes the steering wheel off and said, well, get me out of here. So it's no Sunday drive. Now if that doesn't get the adrenaline going when you're in the car, nothing will. So yes, Scotty Myers, one of the magic moments.